So hopefully we are live. Hey guys, how you doing?
Hello. It's been a long Eurovision day for some of us.
Wow, it's been a long non-Eurovision day, I think, for the rest of us. How you doing, Jess?
I'm doing good, thank you.
Jess, we're so far through like the song kind of reveal selections now. I'm going to put you on the spot. How many more do we have to go?
Oh my goodness, I actually have no idea. Probably around 10, I'm guessing.
Does anyone know the actual answer?
No.
Live, how many more songs have we got to go? Because we just can't keep up. Going really quickly. We have to say good evening to Nicola. How you doing?
Hi, I'm doing amazing. It's been a very stressful weekend. It's been so excited, but overall we have an amazing results, and I'm so happy.
So for those of you that haven't seen, Nicola has been at. I'm going to give this a go. Pesma's at Eurovision.
Eurovision, yes.
Eurovision. So Serbia their entry, and there's always quite a lot of discussion around that. So I'm sure we'll be having some of that today. We've got Fred in the house. How you doing, Fred?
I'm very well. How are yourself?
Yeah, a little bit tired today, I'll be honest. And then we have the beautiful Clara up the top. How you doing? Oh, look at me between the two ladies.
Aww. Well, it's Monday. I actually like Mondays. I like being busy, but yeah, it's Eurovision season, so I'm very happy.
Let's say hello in the live as well. We've got Bubble Pirate. Hello to you. We've got Ron in the live chat. Hello to you. We've got Joanne Johnson, and we have got Bubble Pirate asking us if we will rave.
Absolutely,
100,000,000% yes.
Yes,
we
it's a
will
yes.
Rave.
Is that Jess's raving dance?
It's
I have a feeling we're going to need to take some glow sticks to Malmo, put it that way. We've got RJ from the Netherlands. How you doing, RJ? We've got Rally Tip. We've got Euroboy 4 in Greece. I'm sure your song gets revealed on Thursday, is it? Thursday this week, I think, Greece. It's coming. We've got ESC Manga in Turkey. We've got VG. Hey, VG. We've got Ivan Jaksic. Croatia, yes, Croatia, 17% in the odds, first favourite. So they've overtaken Ukraine in the odds. And I have to say, I'm pretty sure for like 3 years we've seen Ukraine at the top of the odds. So finally we've seen another country. We've got Lee Fern in the UK. Hello, Lee. We've got Kika Sokino from the Serbian-Croatian border. Hello to you, Bok. So we've got 4 songs to talk about since we last went live. So it's quite a busy one. Last time we were talking about songs like Used Decline from the Netherlands. We had Switzerland. We had Cyprus, which I can't stop listening to. But since then, the following day, we had, of course, Ollie Alexander's song reveal for the UK. Jess, quickly, I have no idea how you feel about this because we haven't spoken, have we, since last week?
Not really. I like the song, actually. I think it is a very solid kind of pop track with a definite 80s, more specifically Pet Shop Boys vibe, I would say. And, you know, compared to entries we were sending pre-Sam Ryder, this is, you know, like huge. And, you know, I think the staging is really going to elevate this song on stage, obviously. And I think we could get quite a decent result with this. I don't think we're going to win with this, but that's fine. But definitely it's going to be a step up from some of our previous results, which I'm really happy about.
Okay, well, we will talk more about Ollie Alexander's song a bit later. However, we're going to work backwards again. So we're going to start with Serbia. So, Nick, what's the feeling in Serbia kind of after Teodora's win with Romanda? Have I said that right? Ramonda.
We have mixed feelings because the crowd has been separated in 2 groups. First group is Breskvica and second group is Teodora. And but I think this kind of situation always happens in national final when you have 2 favorites. The fans of the one who plays second are going to attack the first one, and that always happens, especially here. So Breskvica's fans are very angry at Theodora's fans, and especially in jury, because jury decided actually who's going to win, because Breskvica won televote. And then in the end, Theodora won jury vote and sneaked to the first place, because jury gave, I think, like 5 points to Breskvica only. So yeah, they're accusing a jury of being corrupted, etc. But it's obviously not that situation. It's just that she had a huge fan base, which are mostly, younger audience, and they're very angry. So, but we're happy. So
you hear about the corrupted juries every year, don't you? It's nothing new. How do you feel about the song, though?
I love the song. I'm so in love with her and with the song. And since the song was released, I've been streaming it on repeat. And I think the staging was really well done. And she's so kind and so modest. And it's very symbolic. I don't know if you've heard about the meaning of the lyrics.
No,
I have actually, because when I first watched the song, obviously on Saturday evening, it's all in Serbian, so I didn't understand, but I was kind of just getting feelings from the music and from her performance, and it was so emotional. And then, of course, YouTube was flooded with comments from people, and thank you to everyone that's kind of put the lyrics, the English translation, and the meaning of the song. And the best way that someone described it to me is, I'm going to say it, I keep saying Ramonda.
Ramonda, yes.
Ramonda. So the best way someone described it to me was, it's a flower similar to what the poppy would be to, say, people in the UK in terms of kind of the war, etc. So it's about a flower.
Yes.
You can probably describe it much better than that, but it clicked for me when someone said that.
Yes.
Is it like a flower with a meaning then?
Yes.
It's a very special flower. It's called, the Latin word is Ramonda serbica, and it's a flower that's endemic species. It grows only in Serbia in mountains, and it grows in the stones, and it's very rare, and it doesn't look particularly beautiful, but it has the special ability to, when it dries out, it takes, and it looks like completely dead. It takes only 1 drop of water to get alive again. So it has they call it like a phoenix flower. So when it's completely dead, it can be reborn with only 1 drop of water. And that's why they took it as a symbol for all victims of World War I, because that's how Europe actually felt, after the hard war. Everything started to bloom again slowly, and that's why it's used all across Europe as that kind of symbol.
Lovely.
Great. I'm going to come to you, ask your opinions on Serbia's selection.
Me?
Fred.
Oh yes. I mean, this was a very typical, old style sort of Eurovision song with that sort of meaning behind it. We haven't seen a lot of this in recent years, because it's been a lot more about sort of shocking the audience and grabbing people. So it's quite nice to actually have a song with meaning that isn't cliche or cheesy. It kind of hits home for me. It's really quite nice to have something that actually touches the heart without it being overly sentimental or that sort of thing.
Yeah, I mean, it was, when I watched it, it was just stunning. Jess, this is right up your street, I think.
Not 100%, because I'm not the biggest fan.
Like, I feel like we've got a different Jess in 2024. Like a beautiful kind of Balkan ballad.
In general, I'm not the biggest fan of ballads and slow songs, but I do like this song. I wouldn't say that it's one of my favorites from this year's contest, but I do like the song, and I love the emotion that she brings to the song in the staging. And I love the staging, I think, more than the song, I would say. but I predict very good things for this song at Eurovision.
Yeah, Clara, have you seen it?
Yeah, I like the staging more than the song itself, as Jess said. But I think it's going to go down really well, especially because we have a lot of up-tempo songs this year. So we are sort of lacking ballads, and especially it's a Balkan ballad. So it's going to group the people that gravitate to that sound. So I think it's going to do quite well.
Yeah, it's going to stand out for me.
And now knowing the meaning, because I didn't know the meaning, and I didn't have enough time to look for the meaning, but now it's even more beautiful knowing that it's not a song just about love, like your typical ballad yearning for love. It's more deep, so I think that's even better. Yeah,
no, I think it will stand out. If you think like 10 years ago, we would have had 5 or 6 songs like this probably in a contest, but I think the meaning behind the song is the key here, because she's got the performance down to a T. It's just, you can just feel her emotion when she's performing. The staging at Pesma was like absolutely beautiful. Being someone that doesn't speak Serbian, I didn't really get the message, so that's going to be the key with them getting the message, and they can do that really cleverly, because if they start hitting those heartstrings with the message of the flower and kind of going back to war, etc. And I'm thinking, not that I want the same staging, but if you remember, who was that French singer? She didn't do very well, but she had really great staging with her song, Lisa someone.
With the drummers behind her.
Pas.
Yeah, N'oubliez pas.
Yeah, did she have like kind of, was it soldiers or I can't
yes,
remember.
Drummers, like from the French Revolution style sort of.
Yeah, and I'm not saying they should have soldiers behind, but if they can kind of get that meaning across really cleverly in terms of the staging, I think that can really tug on people's heartstrings at home, because jury wise, I don't think there's going to be an issue with this. I think it's the kind of song and performance that juries will love. But to be really successful, you obviously need people to vote at home as well. So I actually think Serbia could do really well with this. But would love to know what you guys in the live chat would think. Miss Vindicat, thank you. I've been struggling so much all week with pronunciation. Yost is like toast and ghost. Yost.
Oh, love that. That's good for me too.
It makes it much easier for us. We've got Harm Jonker, who I'm assuming is from the Netherlands. Euro Papa. Euroboy 4 saying you like the 80s vibes in the UK entry. We've got Neil Era, hello to you. Bubble Pirate, I can't actually see the flags, so I'm going to go. Your top 10 at the moment is Croatia, UK, Ukraine, Netherlands. No, that's not right, is it?
Yeah, I think so. I know.
Yeah.
Netherlands, Ukraine again, Italy, Austria, IE, is that Ireland, Finland, and Lithuania.
Nice.
We can't see the flags on screen here. You guys can see them on YouTube, but we can't see them here. And Neil Era, yeah, we did just speak about the televoting winner not going in Serbia. Nick, actually, I didn't ask you, which was your favourite of the two?
Teodora.
Okay, good.
So you're one happy Eurofan.
Doug McDougall wants to know, have we heard a snippet of Australia's song yet? We have a theory about Australia's entry. Well, not we have a theory. We've seen a theory about Australia's entry. Was there much of a snippet, guys? I haven't seen it, but I didn't think it was.
It's literally about 5 seconds of music.
If that, yeah.
Pretty much, yeah. So I don't know how on earth people are theorizing all these artists based on about 4 seconds, but
I did see a theory though, because is there like a space theme in the background of the snippet as well?
I don't remember.
If you watch the video, I think Justin in Eurovox mentioned it. There's like a space theme behind it, and electric fields. This is the theory. Electric fields are due to reveal. Or there's a new song that must be some website people can go onto to see what songs have been copyrighted, or and Electric Fields are releasing a song called Supernova, apparently. So there you go. So that's the theory that's circulating the internet today. Doug McDougall, have you heard it though? And what do you think? Euroboy 4, you preferred Nick, sorry,
Breskvica.
Breskvica, or Zoria in Serbia. Taya song is too slow for your taste. It's not going to be everyone's bag, but that's Eurovision, I guess. We've got Lucia. Hello. We're very well. Thank you, Lucia. We hope you are too. Love Austria and Serbia's entry. Austria gives you 90s disco vibes a little bit. Serbia has a unique uplifting ballad. Both will be in the top 10, top 15 in the finals. We got Witold as well. You're saying you were in the third group. Team, how do you say? Is it Zoya?
Zoya, yes.
Zoya. Team Zoya, but you're happy for Teodora. Mark Bugord, who is from Switzerland. Switzerland is your favourite entry. Isn't it amazing? Like, I don't know if like the UK's ever been my favourite entry in a year, but that's great. So much love for Switzerland's song this year. I was maybe a bit more confused about it last week. I have listened to it more, and the pieces are gelling together much better for me. So I'm starting to get what all the hype is about, but I just put it down to age. I've got old ears, and I'm not quite hearing what you were last week. Ron, yes, Constructor did take part in the Serbian selection. Did she come third? I don't know.
Fourth.
Guys, so many of you talking about Serbia, loving this love for Serbia. We've got Anna Stanoyeva. Serbia is your number one. Bubble Pirate, your team Croatia or team Netherlands. And Anna, you're giving us your top three: Serbia, Ukraine, and the Netherlands. John Beasley, this year is really interesting and exciting, as you don't believe there's a favourite song that stands out like previous years. So open, so production and vocal performance is going to be key. Jess?
Yeah, I would agree. And I actually love contests where it's more open and more unpredictable. Because, for example, if we look at last year, I think it was sort of, quite obvious early on that either Loreen or Karia would win. And it kind of took away some excitement. But at the moment, I thought that we don't have one front runner. There's a couple of countries people are talking about being potential winners. But I think with all of them, as the comment mentioned, staging is going to be key. And I'm loving how we have no idea who's going to win. But then also we potentially have a brand new country like Croatia winning the contest, which I just love.
Has anyone seen online? There's this. Oh, power's gone out. There's this.
You're too bright.
There's this kind of, there's always like this, whenever it's in this country, a country with the letter L, always,
Oh, yeah.
So apparently it's every seventh year, a new country, a country that hasn't won will win for the first time. So we had 2004, it was, 2002 it was Estonia.
2017.
I can't add up, sorry, 2004 was
Ukraine.
2011 was Azerbaijan. No, I can't add up in my head. That doesn't.
Would it be Portugal in 2017?
Something like that. Yeah, Portugal was the next one, and then it was. We missed a year, so we end up in 2024. Is it every 6 years? Maybe. I don't know, but anyway, apparently
I disconnect every time I hear numbers because my brain is wired through images and colors. So numbers really trigger a dreadful fear in me. So I tend to.
It's on TikTok anyway, but like for the last 7 years or something, a new country has won. So apparently, it is time for a country that hasn't won before to win.
How about Lithuania?
Well, these are the countries that people talk about: Lithuania, Croatia. I mean, obviously,
I could say Croatia.
Oh, I'd love to go. Honestly,
me too. Because for us, the destination would be.
Yeah, for
yes.
me. For me, do you know what? If I was going to Croatia for Eurovision next year, I'd be hitting the gym so hard. Literally, one day I arrive back in the UK.
Mm-hmm. Let us all make like this complot or like this plot twist where we all vote for Croatia because we want to go there.
Yeah. We've got Albert 10, who I think might be from Luxembourg. Are you? The Netherlands. Go, go, go with the flow. And I'm hoping that's a thumbs up from the Netherlands. Interestingly, Sarah, who's our team member from the Netherlands, her favourite is Luxembourg this year. Well, at the moment, there's still more countries to come.
I actually was listening to the Eurovision Spotify playlist, and Luxembourg goes really nicely. Like if you are walking or doing your thing, and the music, the songs are coming up, then Luxembourg comes and it's like, oh yeah, I could see that.
I really want them to get through to the final.
I think they will.
Yeah, and I hope that'll bring Monaco back next year. We will see. I'm going to say hello to DJ Star 85 from Norge, from Norway. How you doing, guys? If you are new to the channel as well, please do subscribe. Really, thank you for everyone's support so far this year. But we always need new subscribers, so please do subscribe if you're new.
And I love Norway, DJ Star. It's a great song.
Me too.
Doesn't it feel like that was selected such a long time ago now?
Yes.
It's like, I can't believe this weekend we've got like our last weekend of national selections. Of course.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah.
We have the final of Melfest. We've got the final of Festival de Canção. What else have we got coming up on Saturday? I think that's it, isn't it?
Just those two.
Just those two.
And then we're done.
Oh my God, it's gone so fast.
Just a couple of internal songs.
It's been so intense for so many weeks, and then suddenly it's like...
And then we've got songs from Greece still to come. We've got Azerbaijan. We've got Armenia, Israel. Who else are we waiting for?
Australia,
of course. I think we find out their artist in a couple of days on the 6th. So I think that's tomorrow. It's the 5th in Australia, no? Oh, no, I don't. I always get muddled up with time zones. And Georgia, of course. And I think that's... Is that it then?
Yeah, because countries like Romania, North Macedonia, and so are not taking part. So it's been taken back. Like
in my head, there's another country, but I can't think who it is. But anyway,
Greece.
We've got Greece on Thursday. Yeah. Anna, you're saying older people understand immediately the meaning of the song. So this is Teodora. Guys, are you all predicting Teodora for the final? Let's go around. Clara.
Teodora. She will qualify, but I think she will be top 20.
I'll let Nick pick himself up off the floor now. Nick.
I hope she's going to qualify. I mean, it's a really tough semi, but I hope for the best.
Yeah, and of course, no. We were talking about televotes and juries before, and of course, no juries in the semi-finals. So makes getting that message across in such a beautiful, poignant way even more important. But Serbia I don't ever remember Serbia messing up their staging.
We did in 2017, so yeah.
Oh, who was 2017?
We didn't qualify. Tiana.
Oh,
yes,
okay. But Serbia learns.
Yeah.
Fred.
Yeah, I think this will stand out because it's so different against the other songs it's competing against. So it will definitely qualify. Overall placing, I think it'd probably be mid-table.
Go on, Jess.
I think this is definitely qualifying, and I think possibly it could have a similar result in the final to Estonia this year. Top 10 with the juries, not so well with the televote, but top 10 overall.
That's a really good point, actually, because Estonia kind of came from nowhere for me this year. I remember going back the next day and check the results, and they're in the top 10. So, yeah, I'm gonna say definitely left-hand side for this. I'm predicting for Serbia because I think it will stand out that much, and I've got all faith in them doing really poignant staging. And getting a good result for Serbia. So there we go. But let's talk about another one that's been kind of it was even in our live comments before. Are we raving in Malmö, guys? I think we might be. We need to talk about Austria. Wow. I have to pick up on one thing though. someone needs to weed out this person in the Austrian music industry who keeps like leaking their entries, because I'm sure we had the same thing with Taya and Celine last year with Edgar, that it was leaked before, and that really makes me mad. I'm just like, it's when you're an artist, you know, you're writing a song, you're performing a song, you're planning everything, the artwork, and then someone just comes along and F's it all up for you, and it's like, it just makes me mad. But anyway, we finally got to hear the full version of We Will Rave, and the music video was actually released earlier today as well. Fred, are you a raver? Are you supporting Austria this year?
100%. That was before I even saw the video, and they've added in the male contestants of the Germany's Next Top Model, so I'm even more on board, honestly. If they're going to go down this water sort of flashlight sort of theme, I think that could really work well on stage as well. So again, this is my top so far. So there's loads of songs this year that I like, but this is the only one that I really love.
Oh, you know what? I never had you down as a raver, Fred.
Yes.
Never had you down as a raver. I have to ask you, because you and me are probably, we're both 25 years old, obviously, so kind of from the same time in life. What era does this song take you back to? Because I've heard like different things from people. Some people say 90s. It's not 90s for me, but I'm interested to hear from you.
No, again, I wouldn't have said 90s either, because I always associate 90s with that sort of Euro pop sort of vibe, and this doesn't give me that feel. This has an essence of sort of late 80s pop, but with the sort of early 2000s that sort of style sort of rolled into one. And again, it's immediately listenable and sing-alongable, and it's amazingly commercial as well. So I mean, I think it's going to be another good year for Austria.
Yeah, I can't wait to see how they stage this. And I mean, I have to say as well, she's this year is full of girl crushes for me. And Kaleen, she's absolutely stunning. And looks amazing in the music video. So guys, if you haven't watched the music video, if you like a beautiful woman or you like beautiful topless men, go and watch this music video.
Or if you like both.
Nick, Austria.
I'm personally not a raver, but I love the song, so I will rave for this one in particular. Yeah, I haven't seen the music video yet, but I've heard audio version, and I think it's amazing. When I heard the title of the song, I honestly wasn't expecting much because it sounded so cliche for me. But when I heard the actual song, it's really well produced, and it really stands out. So yeah, it's in my top 10.
I agree with you actually on the name of the song, but I think that's kind of the point. I don't know. It's just really like black and white. We Will Rave. You've got this song that's that, you know, I don't mean it's dated, but it takes you back to a kind of like a different time in life. It will appeal to different generations as well, I think. I'm just quickly going to go to the live chat before I go to the ladies. We've got Nemanja Jovanovic. Hello to you. You're a Monda supporter. We've got Olivier GM. Hello. Are you from Norway as well? Hello to you. We've got Phi Tan Tran. Wow. Ooh. Love from Vietnam. Hello. Wow. To Vietnam. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. And if you're new, please do subscribe. Bubble Pirate is saying Kaleen gives you Tamta vibes. Okay. Austria's Tamta. I don't see it myself.
I don't see it either.
Me neither.
No.
I'm not going to read this one out, but Gingerbread, it's always you, man. Love it. Leo, you're so happy for Switzerland as well. Guys, I'm looking for some comments. Joanne Johnson, you like Austria as well.
You know what I love about Austria? That they are not scared to try different genres from one year to the other.
Absolutely.
And I love having the excitement about Austria choosing their entry as well. Like we got it last year with Tate and Selena. We're getting it this year. I find in Eurovision there's some countries that you just sleep on for quite a few years, and then all of a sudden they kind of come out of nowhere, and you start to get a bit of excitement. DJ Sarah Halloran is "We Will Rave" a good song for break dancing too? I think you can do any kind of dancing. We Will Rave. If you see me in the club in Malmö, you will see some crap dancing to it, but I'll be giving it a go. John Beasley is saying your favourite so far is Ukraine. Quick question about Spain. Baki Busalic, do we think Spain can be a dark horse? Jess, I'm going to come to you for this because you love Spain.
Yeah, I do. Personally, I don't see the song doing very well, but in general, because I think there's much more stronger, more competitive entries in this year's contest. But I suppose maybe a dark horse to do very well with the televote could be Spain, because I don't think juries are going to go for this. So I could maybe predict a dark horse for like top 5 in the televote, maybe at a push.
Yeah, I just think she's going to become iconic after like through Eurovision anyway. There's a naughty glint in her eye, and I can't wait to meet her. I think she's going to be so much fun. Right, Jess, Austria. So we heard earlier that you liked it.
Yeah, absolutely love the song. It's my number 1 at the moment. And for me, I get 90s Eurodance vibes from this. It just takes me straight back to that era. I don't remember it at the time because I was too young, but
yeah, me
it
too.
Just from my, like, of course. But listening to music from that era, I just imagine I'm like back in the 90s with the likes of like, I don't know, 2 Unlimited or Snap or Wookfield. It just gives me those type of vibes. I absolutely love it.
Oh, and Clara, you're going to love it too, aren't you?
I love it so much. And I know I'm going to love it even more once I get to the Euro Club or any of the pre-parties, and we're going to be dancing and just raving at it.
What do you think about chances at Eurovision, guys? Because people talking about this as a potential winner, maybe challenging for that win.
Personally, I don't see it as a winner, and I reserve my opinion until I see it live, because, you know, Austria also sent Pia Maria and Lumix a few years ago. I think Pia Maria, is it the name?
Yeah.
I was trying to remember what song that was.
Yeah. Halo.
Yeah,
and Halo sounded amazing and very, very promising as a recorded track, but it didn't do so well on a live performance. So I am on the fence, as Jess would say, on this one, until I hear her singing live, because I don't know anything about this artist, and I haven't heard her sing live. Also, I haven't checked, to be fair, but I need to see her live before I can make an opinion on this.
Yeah, guys, I am. There's so many comments in the live chat that I just can't keep up. So if you're asking a question and we're not putting it on screen tonight, I'm so sorry. It's not intentional. We try to get through as many as we can. We've got Bubble Pirate who's saying Austria 6th to 13th place. We've got Euro Vibes by Maria. Please go and subscribe to her channel as well, guys. Maria Eurovox has also got her own channel, so go and give that some love. Hello to you. Adam confirming, thank you. We've got 8 songs left to be heard. I think I only counted 7 before. So who was the 8th? I think I've missed someone. Jana, you've got Serbia as winner, 12 points. Lucia wants to know, is Malta going to qualify?
I think they're going to struggle, to be honest. I mean, if they maybe revamp the song a little bit and work on the staging, they could just make the top 10. But it's a very strong semi, and their song is not competitive enough, I don't think.
Yeah, I can't remember how the song goes, if I'm honest, at the moment. So, no, we've got. But let's talk about Austria. Euroboy 4 is your number 1. Lucia as well saying, we should not forget about Raven, still in awe of Veronica, such a unique song. Actually, yeah, that's why I always kind of start to forget about some of the songs that were selected or revealed earlier because there's always so much excitement as new songs go along. But I'm sure between kind of like the end of next week and when the pre-parties start and we start seeing kind of some of the live performances, the kind of order for people will change. But your thoughts on Slovenia's song this year, guys? This come to you, Fred.
Well, it's not exactly my cup of tea. It's okay. It's like I mentioned earlier, there's lots of songs this year that I like, and again, it falls into this category. But there's very few that I love, and I think it's missing something for me, and I just can't put my finger on what it is. I don't know what you guys are thinking. I can't put my finger on it.
It needs a little bit more oomph in one specific part because it's very linear.
Yes, that's possibly it. It misses that climax, I guess. It doesn't get you sort of excited enough to finish to the end. But yeah, it's
talk about Slovenia here. Sorry, what?
But yeah, I don't know what you guys think.
Jess, your thoughts on Slovenia quickly, and then about Austria.
It's not my favorite entry, I'll be honest. It doesn't kind of grab me or really wow me, and I do agree with Fred and Clara. There is something missing it's just not drawing me in. Great vocals, great production, but the song style genre is not for me.
Okay. We've got Magnifici wants to know, can we do the Hakken dance from the Netherlands? I'm assuming that none of us can, but I think that's probably something for us to learn maybe before. I can do the rave dance at the end of the music video. We've got Info Bricks. You love your song this year. Great job by ORF. Greetings from Austria. If there's anyone from Austria in the live, I don't know much about Kaleen. I don't know about her as a live performer. What is she like as a live performer? Because for me, the vocals, the live vocals on this are critical.
Absolutely.
If there's any performance that needs to sound like the studio version, it's this one for it to do well. So I would love to know what kind of her live vocals are. I haven't looked her up on YouTube yet. Lucia as well, you're starting to like Luna from Poland. Okay. There's I know Clara and Jess, you're both fans of that one.
Yeah, it goes so easily, and it catches you from the beginning, and it puts you in a certain happy mood. I don't think we have this happy mood on this Eurovision. It's more like either super passionate or very heartfelt or ravey, but like these just happy poppy songs. So I don't think we have them.
Let's say hello to Ivo Alves. Portugal is coming. Yes, bills need to be paid again. With my lights going out. Portugal is coming. Yeah, Festival da Canção on Saturday. I obviously haven't heard any of the songs. Has any of you guys heard the Portuguese songs? Any standouts?
I've only heard the one that's the big favourite, Ioanda, I think her name is, and it is very good.
Oh, okay. Ivo, who do you want to win on Saturday? Once you've watched that, make sure you come back and join the live afterwards to find out what we think of the song. Adam, you're hoping that Croatia is going to win for the first time. Shambi is saying Austria is bad at staging. You're scared this is going to be Halo 2.0.
I didn't mind the staging of Halo. I minded the vocals.
So you think Austria's too much? Okay. It's not going to be to everyone's tastes. And sorry, Olivier, I thought you were from Norway, I think, before, but you're from France. Okay. Bonsoir. Okay. So we've spoken about Austria. We've got the UK. So maybe a lot of hype. And I think, Fred, you were talking about kind of anticlimax before. Was this an anticlimax for you guys? A lot of expectations placed on Ollie's shoulders. Fred, what were your thoughts?
100%. I mean, it was almost like the holy grail that everyone's been waiting for, for it to be revealed. The snippet that we had received quite a while ago now was, I guess, the catchiest bit of the song. So it's we were almost listening and wanting a little bit more from it, and I think that's why there's quite a bit of a mixed reviews around Dizzy. I mean, but after a second and third listen, it's really growing on me. One of the other Eurovoxers were mentioning that it has some steps vibes, and it does remind me a little bit of Deeper Shade of Blue, and that sort of and I'm a massive Steps fan, but it's not a Steps genre of song. It's much more modern than that, but I think Ollie performs it well. I just feel it needs that. It's got like 60% energy, and I want 110. So I want the UK to do well, but is this the turning point?
Clara.
When I first listened to it, I was a little disappointed because I expected more. But then, as I was the other day walking on the beach, and I had a playlist on the Eurovision playlist on, it was one of the songs that got me more excited and on the mood. And I was like, yeah, I could, like, this is really grown on me. So yes, I think if we see it an isolated Eurovision song, it works very well.
Okay, Nick?
At first listen, I have to admit that I was disappointed a little bit because I'm a big Years and Years fans, and I enjoyed their music, especially when I was like back in the days when they were more active, like in 'I'd say 15, 16. That was their peak. I really loved their music, and I had some expectations, but when you give the song more chances, it's a grower, definitely. So I can't predict actually placing. I think that they're going to invest a lot in staging, definitely. So yeah, I don't know what to expect, but they're definitely like working to become better and better at Eurovision. So yeah, it's a progress.
And Jess, we heard at the beginning of the live kind of what you thought, but maybe some people weren't here, so maybe do you want to just tell us again?
Yeah, so I do like the song. I think it's a good, solid pop track, very radio friendly. Does definitely have an 80s vibe, and it's definitely a step in the right direction for the UK. But I do agree with the other guys. There is something that just falls a bit flat, and there's not enough power or oomph in the song, and it doesn't have that build that I would like it to have. But nevertheless, it's a good, solid song. I have high hopes we're going to have a great staging, and I think we'll get a decent result with this.
You know what I was thinking when I saw the music video? They could go for a similar staging, like 3 modules with different atmospheres. And I mean, Riley from Denmark did it last year, so maybe something like that with Ollie Alexander could work quite well.
What about a massive round kind of spinning set?
It's going to spin, obviously.
It's called Dizzy.
Yeah, but I don't mean like spin fast, but just like a massive round spinning platform with kind of different sets within it. Does that make sense? So he's going. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I was maybe slightly disappointed. I don't know if you guys remember, but when he was announced, I know Jess, you were with me then. We were, and I think Harry maybe, we were talking about. It was on the day that he was announced as the artist, and we'd gone live, and I was maybe the person that was least excited about his selection for the UK. And I remember saying then my fear was that he would go with something that he thought would be good for Eurovision or would be a Eurovision song. And I feel that that's what's happened here. And I think that's what's disappointing to me, because I was so excited for some real out of the box thinking here or some creativity. And I think the expectations were high for that. And I think that's why I feel a little bit flat in terms of this song. That being said, it's a good song, but I didn't want to have to say that being said. After hearing the UK entry this year, I was quite excited for it. But it is a good song. I don't quite get the steps vibes though that other people have been talking about.
I think it's the melody, I believe. But I get that sort of aspect to it, but I enjoy it, and like I said, it grows on you. You listen to it, and when it comes around, it's like, oh, okay, this is a little bit of a bop. So you sort of groove into it and everything. But we'll see.
Let's just have a look at some of the comments on the UK, guys. Let us see what you're thinking. Gingerbread, UK, apart from the spoken bit, it's such a repetitive, dull party. That's the other bit I want to say. That spoken part just doesn't work for me. I don't like it. It didn't work for me in the May. What was her name?
Yeah,
May Muller's song last year. For me, it just sounds. It just doesn't sound good if you haven't got like a really sexy, good talking voice.
Are you volunteering?
They should have hired you then.
It's I'm just not a talker in songs. If it's a song, you should be singing. We've got Simmer is a Europapa fan. Marco Polo, God, UK host national finals already. No. The UK public cannot choose.
Nope.
Wow. Nope. Bubble Pirate though, Dizzy is your second. Okay. Gingerbread Dizzy made you nauseous. We've got Wendy Luca and Senna from the Netherlands. Hello to you. Joost is going to do it. Possibly. I haven't looked at the kind of My Eurovision scoreboard app, which is where loads of Euro fans kind of put in their top 10s, and it ends up, I think Italy is still first. Netherlands, I'm assuming, are in the top 10. I don't know if anyone can check that out quickly. Bailey's is saying UK felt like a song that you'd heard before, some nostalgic vibes, but it has no part that stands out. Marco Polo Dizzy is like you drank too much, then smoked a joint, lay on your bed with one foot on the ground. It worked.
That's a very interesting visual that you put there, but I can understand not because I've partaken in that,
tip,
but
though, if you are spinning and getting dizzy because you've drunk too much, to sleep with one foot on the floor, it does work. ESC, Dizzy for Your Kisses as lyrics works for Junior Eurovision.
Maybe a bit risky.
Teenage Eurovision, maybe?
Yeah, May 14 to 16, Eurovision. Euroboy 4, UK's entry needs good staging to do really well. I mean, I didn't mention the staging. I don't have any concerns about the staging. I think he will have the resources behind him, and I don't really have... With having a big name like him going, I don't think he would be allowed to go if the staging was rubbish. So... Schmarby is saying UK is growing on you, but the casual audience will only have the first time in May. And I think, Nick, you said it was a grower. A grower is always great for 3 minutes at Eurovision. Hello to Finn Visser. Are we going to be in Amsterdam in 2025, guys? What do you think?
I hope not, because it's crazy expensive and my bank account, not sure it will be able to afford that. But Croatia, on the other hand, come on, baby Lasagna, work your magic.
I feel like Clara's been sponsored by HRT. When I say HRT, I mean the station.
Yeah.
Okay. We've got Camilla Fosgard from Norway. Hello to you. Well, I think I know there's love for Norway between me and Clara. As Jess, I think you're a fan as well.
I love it.
I don't know about you. What do you think of Norway's song this year?
I quite like it. I mean, I always respect the Nordic countries and the way they approach their song selections, and this is actually quite nice to have something a little bit different and a bit more sort of national in feel, and it just feels a bit authentic, which is not a word you can use for many entries.
Nick,
I have to say that I like respect the song, respect the creativity, the originality. Every time I hear the song, I skip it. So I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan, but I really want to like it. I respect everything about it. It's really unique, especially this year. So I think it's going to do well.
I love it.
That's why it's one of your favorites.
I love it because it creates a vibe. It's very mysterious. It's very mythological, like fantasy realm with fairies and dark elves, and I'm really into that. So for me, it really takes me to like a fantasy world, but I also like rock and roll. So it's like you have the light, ethereal mystique in it, but you also have the power and the fire. So it's like a perfect combination of a very rounded sphere of emotions.
Jess, we've got a song in Norwegian.
I know, I'm so happy. I love seeing languages at Eurovision besides English. What a way to bring Norwegian back. I mean, such an epic song. It's so good.
Yeah, when was the last time Norwegian was?
2006.
Maybe, yes, with the violin.
Yeah, Alva dancing.
Yeah, the fairy dancing.
I'm with you, Jess. I'm loving the national languages, and they're back with a bang this year as well. You know, there's every chance that we could potentially see another top 5 this year with no English, maybe, or maybe even just one English song, and that really excites me because in was it 2021 did we have 4 out of 5 songs were or the top 3 was non-English or something? I can't remember.
Yeah, there was Italian, French.
In 2021, we had 4 songs in top 5 that weren't in English. So only Daddy Frère had song in English.
That was it. Yeah.
Number 1, yeah. Barbara Pravi second. Third was John Steers, and 5th was Schum.
And we think of some of the favourites this year. We've kind of got Lithuania, Croatia. Obviously, that is in English, isn't it? Or mostly in English.
France
as a favourite.
As a jury favourite, maybe.
Oh, okay, Jess. I was thinking outside the box, aren't you? Who else? Ukraine as well. You can't discount Ukraine this year. Norway, you know, so much potential for very little English lyrics in the top 10. That'd be amazing. Anyway, I love Norway, and for me, it's the melody because it never goes where you think it's going to go, and I find that really exciting. Almost from the very start of the song when she's doing her I just find it really intriguing. Lastly, guys, before we wrap up, we do have to talk about only our second returning artist this year, I think. Is that right? So we've got Natalia Babu, and now we've got Hera Bjork, who has a lot of love in the fandom, I think, for Je ne sais quoi, which is a bit of a kind of would you say it's like a Euro Club favorite, maybe? Like people seem to love the song. I wasn't the biggest fan of it, but she's back with Scared of Heights, and maybe not the winner that some people were expecting. But Clara, I'm going to come. Have you seen it, Clara?
Yeah, no, I've heard it. I haven't seen the performance, but I was quite familiar with Je ne sais quoi. I liked it when I saw it on Eurovision because she brought something different. Like she had some sass. She was a plus-size woman, and she had this confidence, and I thought like amazing. And I like dancing to it or jumping to it at Euroclub. So I'm very happy to see her back. This song, it goes well in the playlist. It doesn't call my attention so much, but it doesn't bother me, which I don't think it's the best way to describe it, or it is fair for the artist, but I want to see it live because I'm sure it's going to have a different effect and it's going to be very powerful.
Yeah, I think you might feel differently about it when you see it live, maybe, Fred, because you and Jess were watching Song Vakep, and then you went live afterwards. What were your thoughts?
I'm still in shock. But they released the voting today as well, and it was actually really quite interesting that coming up to it, she most of the voting she was actually in third, so she wouldn't have actually made the super final. But the boys didn't do very well with the televote, which is why she got through. Again, it just plays on my mind a bit, but love her. I just expected a bit more from her. I thought it was going to be Beshad. I just thought it was a done deal. So I'm still sort of lost for words, really. I love her, and as I said to Jess, she will be partying down with all of us at Euroclub. She will be at every event. She gives it her all. I'm just not sure where this song is going to go. I hope she qualifies, but I'm really worried.
Okay, Nick, what were your thoughts on Hera's song?
I completely agree. I think this is going to struggle. This is. I don't think it's an elevation comparing to Je ne sais quoi. And when I see a returning artist, I expect something a little bit more elevated. And I think this is just like on the same level. And it's been, 13 years. So there was a space to progress a little bit. And I don't know, I'm not the biggest fan.
Just say hello to Cinnamilly as well. Hello to
Hi,
you.
Millie.
Hello.
Jess.
Yeah, I like the song, of course, because it's up-tempo, poppy, dancey, dated, cheesy. So naturally, I'm going to like this song. But I agree, it's not the strongest song or the most competitive song. And I feel like Hera Bjork is capable of more than this song. But overall, I'm liking the song. She gave a great live performance in Song for Kepnin, and I really, really hope that this qualifies.
Yeah, I would love to see this qualify as well. And I actually quite like, this is one of the rare times I've properly paid attention to lyrics when I'm watching the performance. I actually really like the message behind the song, and the lyrics, I mean, you know, they're simple, easy to understand, but it's the message behind it that I really like. And I think, Clara, you said you haven't seen a live performance. I think it will elevate it once you see her perform it live on that stage. In terms of her as a performer, I mean, you don't have to worry about the vocal performance. She's got bags of confidence, bags of charisma. There's a bit of sass in there as well. And I think that's what people are going to be voting for when they pick up the phone and vote for her. I just hope it's enough to get her through to the final. But I do actually like the song. I think I've probably got the same feelings as you, Jess, in terms of this. So I quite like it. And I like the kind of the piano. Again, it kind of like takes you back to the 90s. This is where we're getting the 90s vibes in some of the songs in terms of the piano, synthetic piano. I think you know what I mean. Like the piano sound that sounds 90s. I kind of get that. But yeah, you know, it maybe could have been a song that we could have heard, you know, five years ago and would have done better. But now amongst the fantastic quality that we have this year, let's be real. I mean, it appears to be a fantastic year song-wise and so much diversity. Is this going to stand out? I worry that it won't. Yeah, and we've spoken about bloodbath semi-finals before. Like what's even worse than a bloodbath? I don't know, because it feels like we're going to have that this year.
Yeah.
And I think we're going to see a favourite not go through to the final even.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, it's like I honestly don't know how I'm going to cope. And Jess, I've seen you in terms of
my goodness.
Jess will literally be a puddle on the floor.
Yeah, like I'm actually properly shaking when it comes to results. Like I'm a mess.
Guys, I have to apologise to people in the live chat who we've not been able to bring up your comment. There's so many of you and so many comments, and it's so great to see. I still hope you've had a good time watching us, but so sorry if we haven't been able to pull out your comment today. But what I am going to do before we wrap up is I want to know, guys, over the past couple of days, which song from this year have you been playing on loop? Which have you been playing most on Spotify? So, Fred, let's start with you.
Austria all the way. I'm raving bringing it.
Nick.
I have to be biased, Ramon.
Serbia. Okay. Jess.
I'm raving with Fred on this one. Austria.
Clara.
It's a tie between 3, Lithuania, Croatia, and Austria.
I might surprise you with mine. I'll surprise myself with mine, actually. It's Cyprus. And like, there's just like one part in the song that I just can't get enough of. And so I just keep listening to it on repeat just to hear that part. But yeah, Cyprus, weirdly. And you guys know that's not like my typical kind of song.
Yeah.
Anyway, there you go. Some of the live in the live chat, I can see Bubble Park, you've been listening to Dizzy and We Will Rave. Marco, you've been listening to Italy, Finland, Switzerland, and Luxembourg. Josephine, you've been listening to Ramonda as well. Crix, Croatia and Austria definitely rock this year. And Issy Manga, we're going to end with your top 3 because you're a long-time supporter. First, Croatia, second, Austria, and 3, Serbia. That'll put a smile on your face, Nick. And then your 4 to 10, only because we love you, is Italy, Ukraine, Cyprus, Luxembourg, UK, France, and Lithuania. Yeah, guys, thank you so much for tuning in tonight and watching us. As I said before, if you're new to the channel, please make sure you subscribe. Loads more content coming up, and the pre-party starting in only a few weeks. That's going to be crazy. Nick, Fred, Clara, Jess, thank you so much as always. And guys, until the next time, see ya.
Bye.
Bye.